And now we are going to talk about dosimetry. So difficult, isn't it?
Well, yes, as a radiologist, I always rely on my physics colleagues to make sure that they do all the hard work and I do the reporting.
Difficult or not?
I think it's difficult. You need to be very smart to do dosimetry.
Steffie, you are a medical physicist. Do you ever meet patients?
I try to avoid it, but I try to help them from outside of the patient room. So I'm caring for patients, but I just don't want to see them.
Why did you become a medical physicist?
Well, I was into physics at high school, but then I also realized when I started studying that I really like to use that physics to be able to help other people. And I think in healthcare that's a great opportunity. So as a medical physicist, we can really use the physics for the patient's benefit, and I really like that part.
So Amy, you are a radiologist, but work with nuclear medicine. How come?
So I really enjoy the scientific challenge of functional imaging in terms of the diagnostics, but also the nuclear medicine therapy gives me my patient fix. So I see patients and actually go into the room. And I love the fact that I'm able to look at the images, interpret them, and then actually put them into practice with therapy.
You had to do quite a bit of work for that.
I've had to learn on the job and I've had some brilliant mentors to help me through the way, but I wouldn't be able to do anything I do without the support of the rest of the team around me, and medical physics is a massive part of that.
Just right after this interview, you enter the arena and going to battle about dosimetry. What is your expectation?
Well, I like to think that I'd win and convince people that dosimetry is totally unnecessary, but I actually think we'll get some really interesting discussions with the audience and maybe come to a middle ground where we acknowledge that dosimetry isn't necessary in all therapy, but that we need to probably use it more in others.
Steffie, would you like to convince the audience that we really cannot live without dosimetry anymore?
Well, I think I honestly believe that, but I do agree with Amy that it's probably not a matter of black and white, and we should look at different therapies and decide per therapy what is needed. I think each therapy will require at least a little bit of dosimetry, either in methodology setting up or on a patient-specific way. But so yes, to answer your question, we cannot live without dosimetry, which is also why I'm going to win the debate.
Dosimetry and physics can be very glamorous, and we need to encourage girls to choose our profession.
Absolutely, and I think the Women's Empowerment Task Force is a new and exciting development within EANM, and I'm very glad to be part of that task force as the secretary, and I think it's only going to encourage women to do more and better within nuclear medicine.
Dosimetry and girl power, that's the way to go. This was Inside EM22. Stay tuned.